Breaking news, the California Highway Patrol in pursuit of dirt bikes.
Desmond Shaw live in SkyCal with more for us. Des, this is something a little unusual.
Yeah, Juan and Amy, and it's not just one but two dirt bikes here that CHP is pursuing. Well, right now they're just monitoring this from the air. They called off the ground units. It might have been getting kind of dangerous. In fact, we hear that these suspects were going the wrong way on the freeway along.
All right, so the cops were chasing the guys for about 20 minutes. They showed them every once in a while. They'd pull up next to them, but they couldn't really do anything. You know, they couldn't, like, knock them off the bikes because the guys aren't wearing helmets. You know, they could kill them. So they couldn't really get in front of them because those dirt bikes were just way too maneuverable. So the guys would just get into traffic and weave in and out of traffic and get away. So I guess, like they said, the ground units just kind of gave up at this point. Seemed like they would have been setting up a stop down the road somewhere or something, but we've got the air after them. You know, we got the helicopter, and they said some type of a plane in the sky watching them, but check it out.
People were being allowed to work remotely while the smoke was an issue, and so yeah.
Blue bike, just one hand there on the handlebars, and again riding into the sunset.
All right, so it looks to me like that small one is an 85, YZ 85, and the bigger one looks like a YZ 250. I'm pretty sure of it.
Difficult to see by other drivers on the freeway.
Absolutely. They're both in black clothing. It's going to be very hard to see them. I mean,
Geez, up to, well, between 50. Look like that may have been an anomaly there from our map tracker. They've been kind of between 45 and 50 miles an hour,
Whoa.
which you know, is probably the
right
maximum that these bikes.
That car. Yeah, so I think the 250 is kind of holding back a little bit, and that's why he's saying he's only going up to about 50 or so. I don't think it's because that's all the bike can do. Pretty sure that 250 can get upwards of about 70 miles an hour or so. But I think he's letting that 85 keep up.
As we're exiting now at Wilmington Avenue, so making our way into South LA, and let's see if this is part of their strategy to exit here and potentially.
All right, remember from earlier when this guy was on the phone the whole time. Check this out.
A southbound turn here, no, excuse me, westbound. So we're on Imperial Highway.
Look at that.
Oh, what's this? A couple of other ones have joined him now. Now we've got 4 bikes out there.
Uh-oh.
If these are their friends or,
Oh, my
or if they
goodness.
just saw what was going on.
Yeah, so if anybody spent much time in California, you've seen these big, huge groups of dirt bikes in the city. I did see them one time coming by, riding wheelies, a bunch of ATVs and dirt bikes and things. You don't really see that around here, but you do in California.
Yeah, they looks like they were summoning their friends. I mean, we've all seen these big kind of, you know, motorcycle groups that go around on group rides. So I don't know if they were just on, you know, talking to their chat group or what. If these are clearly people that they know. So yeah, coordinating at, and now we've got you know, all kinds of just bragging going on now. A big group, and well, we're gonna try to just stick with the original 2 though right here, and not get too distracted by everyone else who has suddenly got involved. And
You know, if this was maybe this was the you know,
they're stopping. I wonder if they're trying to kind of confuse everyone under this awning right now.
Are they getting gas?
See them pretty well.
Yeah, that's what the news anchors are thinking. Are they getting gas? But you and I are thinking, how are they going to get mixed gas, right? Check it out.
Units in the immediate area yet, but are they?
Somebody's going to pay for gas, it looks like.
well, good. Then
Yeah,
they can, look now they can use their credit card and figure out what their name.
surprised that some of those cruisers aren't.
Got into those kind of traffic situations. We really haven't seen any ground units nearby since we got on the 710 when we kind of had that big glut of cars, and they've kind of just been on their own on the ground since then. But indeed, they are taking on some fuel. Looks like
Here's your answer. You can see the guy in the 250 putting a little oil in after he puts the gas. I don't know if they had it in their pockets or if the guys brought it to them.
Getting gas.
But then right here you see the guy in the 85.
Yeah, and it looks like one of their friends also
starting
getting
his
some
bike.
gas.
Yep, just starting it back up.
I guess.
Right, here they are shaking it up. Shake it, you won't break it. You got to get that 2-stroke oil mixed up with the gas.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
they're done.
and they are getting back off again. I don't know if I don't think I saw the white bike take on any fuel though.
No, he did
But,
first, and then he
here they
handed it off to
go,
the guy in the blue.
Okay. All right, so
Well, that's
we
a
got full
first.
tanks, and now all of a sudden a bunch of motorcyclists
Oh, nice.
out here, and just
Is that the original
So
guy
Yeah.
doing wheelies?
Yeah.
You can see him every once in a while keep mixing the gas up, shaking the bike. And you can tell, I knew these guys were really good riders from the beginning. You can see it here, showing off a little bit.
Doing wheelies?
Yeah.
Yep, these are the original. Just ridiculous behavior, but now I'm not even sure if CHP thinks that it's worth it to.
Look at this. He's showing off for all his
Well,
friends. This is
yeah,
crazy.
I mean, they know the cameras are on them. The friends may have said, "Hey, we saw you on the news."
Oh, my
And now
gosh.
he's putting on a show.
He's definitely looking a little bit more confident now that he's got all his friends with him, right?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
He's clearly talented, but this is not the way to do it. Unbelievable here what's going on. Pursuit.
This is something, of course, I would never condone. I try to stay away from trouble. You know, when I do my dirt biking, it's out on the trails. I do ride on the street to get there. I do have one street legal dirt bike that I ride back and forth to work sometimes. But yeah, just, you know, this is just kind of gives us a bad name as dirt bikers. That's a different type of dirt biking they're doing over there. I can see that, you know, and nothing against them, not judging. Just, you know, you got to be a little safe out there and a little smart.
Well, they took off, and originally it was just those two, the one on the white bike that is now doing a wheelie and the one up front on the blue bike, and now they've been joined by friends after gassing up.
Situation. The CHP helicopter is actually pulled off. The fixed wing is still there up high. They're still up about 5,300 feet. So they're still monitoring it. But yeah, I mean, as Des mentioned, I mean, this certainly makes things a lot more difficult for the California Highway Patrol because now all of these people are, you know, doing things that they shouldn't be doing. You still have the original two that they wanted, which, you know, what's interesting enough, I think technically the additional group that came in, since they have not tried to have been stopped yet, technically they probably wouldn't be wanted for felony evading like the first two. So CHP may still want the first two because at least they would be able to get them on a felony. Whereas the other ones, you would be more vehicle code violations. But you've got at least the two in the front there that are wanted on the felony evading as well as the vehicle code violations. And look at that. That's vehicle code violations. And look at that. That's ridiculous. That guy on there standing up and jumping around on the seat. I mean,
yeah, I've never seen that trick. But what they're saying basically is these guys might get away with this. You know, there's no way to track them down. There's no license plate. You know, they probably don't have great facial recognition. All these guys have to do is change the plastics on the bikes, and they'll never know. You know, as far as the other guys involved, I mean, of course, they could be charged with aiding or helping somebody to commit a felony, I guess, or something. But how are they ever going to find any of these guys? And they've already kind of called off the search, they said.
a very large spectacle.
Yeah, we can see some of them waving right there at SkyCal, Mike, and motorized bicycles that are not street legal, doing these crazy stunts. This is dangerous for anybody out there right now. Wonder, can Desmond hear us?
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. And as we...
That guy was too amazed with the stunts and watching the wheelie. He wasn't really paying attention to the other guy reporting.
It's pulled out of this completely, I think, except for the fixed wing overhead. Maybe they're going to watch this for a little while, but it looks like these guys are likely to get away now at this point, unless the fixed wing is going to stick with these guys. They're going to have a lot of restrictions. I mean, we're very close to LAX's airspace right now, which is extremely vexing for any fixed wing.
You see right there, they're riding with a YZ125 too. So we got all three of the sizes there, the YZs.
LAX airport itself. You've got Hawthorne Airport, you know, and so all of these kind of restrictions and the fact that they can't just stop and turn on a dime or hover. So all of these kind of restrictions and the fact that they can't just stop and turn on a dime or hover.
And I just want to do a little housekeeping logistical note. Dez is almost out of fuel, so he was going to have to go down to Hawthorne here in just a couple minutes to get some fuel.
Yeah, so now the airplane's running out of fuel, so he's going to have to go down and get fuel. The helicopter's already left. Ground crews have already called off. So these guys are pretty much scot-free. What do you think? Did something wrong or not? Yeah, in my opinion, you get pulled over by the police, you pull over. 9 times out of 10, you're not doing anything wrong. They're just gonna let you go. They got bigger fish to fry. They'll tell you to get the bike home. I've had it happen to my step boys before. So, best thing to do is just pull over and get it over with. Did they get away? Internet says there's no proof whether they did or didn't. So win for the 2 strokes, but I wouldn't want to win that way. See you next time.